So everybody, we are spending a little bit of family time in the Goodwill. I know I'm teaching my kids to be frugal early. There's nothing wrong with a little secondhand greatness, as long as it is in good condition and you saving money and you can find some good stuff in here. So we are going to do a little shopping and show y'all some of the things we get when we get home. It's a happy Saturday, pretty fall day, perfect day. So we're going to have some fun.
I'm getting my workout on.
Why don't you tell them your TikTok?
My TikTok back. Y'all be period. Now.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Sasha. I am sitting here getting ready to give you guys some content for tonight. My kiddos are asleep in the other room. They fell asleep watching Coco. I think they sleep. I don't hear nothing, so that's always a good sign. So I just showed y'all at the top of my video where we went thrift shopping today. My girls are different, so we decided to go and kind of look at some thrift stuff today. And of course, we went shopping. I was able to get I don't know if this is a kimono or not. It's like a Japanese looking thing. I've been looking for a robe, and it is green, which is my favorite color. So yeah, I got this, and that's all I got. And I spent $129 on my girls at Goodwill. So if you don't believe we in a recession yet, or if you don't get what this recession thing is, we're there. Okay, we are definitely there when you spend $129 at Goodwill, and it's not just me. Them prices is going up. Okay. But that was a relaxing thing for me to do today because let me tell y'all about what I went through last night in my job. First of all, if you have not done it already, please like, share, and subscribe to my content so everybody else can share this content as well. I'm building this channel up. I already have another channel called Sincerely Sasha that I have been doing since 2018 that has been primarily focused around CNA videos, which has been my primary career since 2017. I've also been a substitute teacher. I'm a jack of all trades and master of none yet, but I have done substitute teaching and CNA work for the majority of the time I've been in the area that I've been living in. So up until about a few months ago, I done a video about my choice to go to MedCerts to get some more healthcare field certifications just to beef up my resume and just learn something new. I like to always be learning, but the majority of that station is going to be career related things like that. So if you want to know about careers that you can get into without having to go to college, because college is not for everybody, but everybody got to pay them bills. So in the future, that channel will be focused on career choices that you can get without having to go to college, or at least or at most an associate's degree. So if you want to know something about that, go subscribe to that channel. But if you want to know about a single woman and a single mother navigating in this world, which is me, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I do a video. So like I said, I'm a CNA. I had a stressful night last night, y'all. Let me tell you what happened. Okay. I am working at a facility with a company that I have worked with before in the past. I worked with this company. This will be the fourth time I worked with them. And there's 3 facilities in the area that I live in. I've worked with all of them. I worked with one facility The first time I worked with them for like 2 months, and that's because that facility was so awful. I didn't have materials to do my job. I was having to stop at Walgreens and get wipes, Lysol, bleach wipes, and everything else to make myself comfortable and to do the job. I was so uncomfortable with that facility. It got to the point I was changing out of my uniform before I went home. I didn't even want to get in my car in the uniform. I was so scared that I was going to carry something home to my family from that facility that that's what I was doing. So I didn't last long there. The second facility I worked at, I enjoyed that. I met some very nice people, many of which I'm still friends with today. That was a nice experience. And then I have this experience now. I've never worked anywhere in my life where I don't like nobody. And I don't care who sees this video, they can handle their business. Because as far as I'm concerned, the stuff they done last night, they letting me know that I'm not a good fit anyway. So this is the first facility I've worked at where I don't like anybody. Anybody. There's no one that I can have a conversation with. There's no one that I can even talk about the weather outside with. Nothing. So I've been with this facility for 2 months. I had a pretty decent haul, had a pretty decent haul. Um, I've been a CNA for 6 years, certified in Kentucky, but I certified back in 2008 in Indiana, back when people took it more seriously. And I let it lapse. I wound up doing other things. So I've been a CNA a substantial amount of time. So the haul that I was given when I took this job 2 months ago was pretty easy. So I'm a person that once I get a routine, I am locked in. That job is done to the full every night. I don't get no complaints. I'm a routine person. So I had a routine down pat for this haul. Well, a few weeks back, I got RSV with my youngest daughter. And I always used to hear about RSV, but I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I was like, oh, that's just something babies get. Well, my baby got it and mama got it. I didn't have a voice for 7 days. Me and my daughter both was messed up. I'm so glad it wasn't COVID. We both tested for COVID. First thing they're gonna do when you tell them you got a sore throat, loss of voice, congested nose, anything, they're gonna test you for COVID. I'm glad it wasn't COVID. But that RSV is not no joke. I went through with that. Okay. So being sick with that, I had to call off for my entire work week with that. Ain't no way I could have went to work. So I called out for that entire week. The next week I was better able to work. I'm only part-time. So I come in one night, worked one night, came in the next night, I was budgeted, which means they didn't have enough of a census or enough patients to be paying for 4 CNAs. So somebody had to go home, and unfortunately it was me. That hurt my pockets because I had already called in for 3 whole nights before. So I went home that night, I was upset. Came back the next night, didn't get budgeted, didn't get sent home, but they got me on the schedule to train somebody. Absolutely not. Because when they budget, they have the opportunity to ask full-time staff if they want to go or part-time staff if they want to go. Me as being part-time, I shouldn't have been made to leave. Because the name of the game is if it's budget, they're supposed to send home the person that's made the most money. So why would you send home someone who's working 3 days a week versus somebody who had already got 60 hours off of you for the week? That makes no sense. I digress. So they had me on the schedule to train someone. I'm not going to train anyone. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting paid anything for that. And I'm just not going to do it. So the girl had been there from at 6:30 that night. She had been there. She was a 12-hour shift person. I said, okay, have you had that haul already? Well, yeah, we had one half. I said, okay. I said, well, basically you get the gist. If you've already had the other half, it's the same thing over here. You got a paper saying who needs to be checked and changed. Check and change your people. Do safety checks. Make sure they're not on the floor. Make sure they have everything they need. Answer your lights. You're good. You've already been here since 6:30. That's all you're going to get from me. Okay. So that was that. And I could already tell in her personality that people had been kind of in her ear about me. And I'm 36 years old. I'm to the point, if you sitting around talking about me like that, I'm just going to roll with it. I'm too old to be trying to make somebody like me. So if they got in her ear, which I could tell they had, I'm gonna roll with it. They said whatever they said, I'm going with it. Whatever they said is what it is. So that night went past. Last night, which was a week later, I come in and I am moved off of my hall. The person that I'm supposed to orientate has my hall. So I have this other hall that is full of very difficult patients. They're very vocal. They're used to a certain kind of CNA, and I had to deal with that all night long. And something that I realized about myself, because I'm at 36, I am in a stage of self actualization. I'm realizing who I am at this point. And one thing that I'm realizing is I'm a self starter. I don't need a job where I have somebody telling me what to do every night. I can be told once and I can go do it. All right. I'm also noticing with my CNA work that at 60 days, that's usually when I start having my problems. And I've been there about 60 days. There's 4 halls in my building: 20 hall, 40 hall, 60 hall, and front hall. I had front hall. The hall that I was put on last night was 60 hall. What are the odds that I'm realizing that it takes 60 days for me to start having problems on a job and I get put on a hall that's 60? So I made it up in my mind last night that I am more than likely going to leave the long-term care field at this time. I'm not sure, but I had a rough, very, very, very rough night. Very rough night. And one thing that I can't stand for something to happen and feel like people is watching me to see what my reaction is. I hate that. I hate feeling like somebody's studying me, trying to figure out how I'm taking something. It's gonna piss me off. So in my journey of self-realization of how I am and what I need to do to be happier moving forward, I have realized that this is probably not the field for me at this point. This field is such a joke compared to what it was when I orientated back in 2008. It is a joke. They don't take it seriously. I have had people tell me, I have had aides tell me that they are in nursing school purely to be able to say that they don't wipe butt. You should not be in nursing school just so you can tell somebody that you don't wipe butt. You should be in nursing school because you want to care for the people at a higher level. So this entire healthcare field is jacked up. They are trying to they have normalized COVID. It's not a big deal no more. They ain't even paying you for it. It is a mess. If I do healthcare, which I probably will continue to do it for the time being while going harder for what I really want to do, um, it's probably going to be agency, or I'm probably going to stay somewhere for a set amount of time and be out the door looking for something else. And that is my right as a human being working in an at-will employment state. I can work as much or as little as I choose to for as long as I want to, and pack up, move to the next place whenever I feel. So anyone who wants to subscribe to my other channel, if you feel like you want to be a CNA because you're compassionate about people and you really want to care for people, I welcome you to watch some of my videos and get into the field because we need you. But for me personally, somebody like me who's realizing that I am someone that doesn't need to be micromanaged and someone who is a hard worker and working in a field that's not appreciated anymore, it ain't for me. It is not for me. And I had a rough night last night, y'all, but I made it. And I made the decision when I walked in my door, I was not gonna think about that no more. But I had to share it with y'all because I said I'm a vlog every day. But that was my day, y'all. But I'm good. I'm happy. I got my little kimono on. My kids asleep. I don't hear them in the room no more. So I'm gonna go in there and tuck them in and make sure they're good. And I am going to give me a good night's sleep, y'all. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to the other channel too for other information about other careers and things of that nature. Y'all, I am creating, and I want to share that with y'all. So again, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.